Greetings, people of Earth. I am Jabrilis Prime, leader of the All Nerds, and today I present to you two new comics added to my collection. Justice League Volume 2, A Villain's Journey from the New 52 continuity, and the complete Peacemaker collection. He loves peace so much he is willing to fight for it. Now, there's a few differences with these. Mainly that, Peacemaker right here doesn't have the DC logo. There's no association with DC, nothing here. Nothing the back page. Nothing here. Or here. Or even here. This book was made by Classics Comics Library, so that's nice. And then here we have Justice League of the New 52, writer Jeff Johns, artist Jim Lee, and letterer Scott Williams. Now, I'm gonna talk about these books. Oh crap! Damn camera. These books individually, starting with Peacemaker first. Now, Peacemaker right here, made by Classic Comics Library, collects his first two appearances in the Fighting 5 book, and each issue of his 5-issue miniseries. Now, the art, the full 5-issue series has his early appearances in Fighting 5. All stories, no ads, published by Classics Comics Library, Classics Comics Library at yahoo.com. And the artwork is not like crisp, not added like in modern books. I feel like they've taken the print straight out from the original issue, because you can see here the strokes of the magic markers, the inking issues, because in more crisper, cleaner versions, the gloves and boots are blue, not black. Yeah. These pages are from his first appearance. You can tell these are reprints from the original issues because there's some yellowing on the bars right here. Same goes to right here. So you can tell that this is from the original lineup. Every piece of artwork, the heavy inking, the dark shading, the mismatch of inks. Okay, so this is in the Fighting 5 book. It's just a side story. Look at this. I'm pretty sure this helicopter is supposed to be blue, but all the heavy inking. And look, all the inking errors right here and there. The magic marker strokes. Look at it. See what I mean? Wow. And then here's the first issue of Peacemaker. The man who loves peace so much he is willing to fight for it. Back in the day, comic book issues were anthologies, unless you're Marvel. In that case, it's like a full issue of stories. Anyway, look what I mean. Heavy inkings and arts. Magic marker strokes everywhere. The words not even being visible. Let me. See, some of the words, the letters, they seem faded out. You know what I mean? The magic marker strokes. That's as much as I'll show you right now, because you have to get this to believe. It's on Amazon.com for $22, and it's a pretty good read. Keep in mind, I've only read his first two appearance stories and the first issue. I didn't go to 2 and 5, 2 through 5 yet. But this right here, even though it's not made by DC, it's pretty nice. Now, small side note, Peacemaker was once a character from the Charlton lineup of books. It was a separate company. Same with Blue Beetle, Dead Cord, The Question, Nightshade, and Judo Master. Those guys originated in the Charlton lineup, not the DC lineup. And now that Peacemaker is owned by DC, he's only made like a few handful of appearances in the books. Mainly like late 80s, early 90s, mid 2000s, Deathstroke's first New 52 run, and his new book. Okay, and that Suicide Squad book from 2018. Not 2018, 2019. Boy. And another thing, the TV show, I believe the TV show is taking in more from the new version of Peacemaker, aka the DC one, instead of the original Charlton one. That's what I think. I'm not sure myself. Now that we mentioned DC, it's time for us to talk about Justice League Volume 2, A Villain's Journey. Look, the beautiful artwork by Jim Lee. We open this, here's Green Arrow, and yeah, Green Arrow doesn't make that big of an appearance. Appeared like issue 2, and that's it. There's all the beautiful artwork by Jim Lee. Some bits of comedy right here. Flash and Green Lantern teaming up. Still don't understand why Jeff Johns chose to use the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, not John Stewart, since it would make more sense for John Stewart Green Lantern to be the one having the banter with Flash. But I get it, since the Flash in the Justice League animated series from 2000s was Wally West, not Barry Allen. And in these Justice League comics, it's Barry Allen. And I'm just going to say my thoughts on this book real quick. The artwork by Jim Lee, beautiful. You can see right here how he does the line work. Hold on. Line right here. All the little details. Door opening. Wonder Woman punching Green Lantern in the face. So, long story. I feel like this book is just an advertisement. And I know most of the time in the 2010s, comic books were just made for he's at event comics and all that. But seriously, and I'll just show you something real quick. I'm not gonna say it, but long story short, the Justice League are well funded, they're well loved across the world, but the US Congress are afraid of the Justice League. Steve Trevor is aka their secret agent liaison's buddy, keeps an eye on them and makes sure that Congress and the government don't try to sneak aboard the Watchtower. And, well, I'm guessing this is where the Justice League of America kick into play. Because I'll just show you guys something real quick. No. Nope. Here. The Justice League of America advertisement. Justice League of Jeff Johns, David Finch, Justice League of America. And for me, this lineup is weird. I mean, I know this version in the New 52, the Justice League of America, I'm assuming, or just the government team. And the only characters I can recognize are Hawkman, Katana, Green Arrow, Stargirl, Green Lantern Simon Bass, Steve Trevor, John Johnson, Martian Manhunter, Catwoman for some reason, and I have no idea what this schmuck is. Is he like, I don't know, Splinter or something? I don't know. There's some advertisement for the second year of Justice League. I don't know how that is. And, okay. Long story short, in this part of the book right here, slight spoiler. I mean, this is my review anyway. I do whatever. Wonder Woman and Superman are talking about the whole situation with Steve Trevor, because Steve Trevor was kidnapped by a supervillain, was tortured. Diana talks to Clark about how she thought relationships were, or that they were so simple, but now she knows that they aren't. They talk, and then, yeah. Wonder Woman and Superman kiss under moonlight. And here's the first appearance of the bitch, aka Amanda Waller, aka the lady that's basically half of the DC Universe's problems. Like, I get it. Yeah, she's paranoid and all that, but at the same time, try to trust the superheroes trying to save the world. Dumb bitch. And the guy in the wheelchair right here is the main villain, David Graves? No, it was Graves, aka, well, yeah, I don't think he had a supervillain name in this book aside from his last name. And long story short, once Steve Trevor's base got captured by Graves, they really have to try and get along again. Wonder Woman's emotions get the best of herself. She fights against Green Lantern, and somehow Graves was able to hack into every system on Earth to show the Wonder Woman Green Lantern fight. And David Graves blames the Justice League for his family's deaths, because him and his family inhaled something during the Dark Side battle in Volume 1. No. Those motivations don't make much sense. And we think this is this book's first, the Justice League's first time dealing with paranormal activity. Well, except for Diana, she's famous Kira, and she deals with magic stuff all the time. And they kind of have a scapegoat, and Green Lantern volunteers to be that scapegoat. But then the team doesn't want that, but Green Lantern's reasons that most of his superheroing is in space anyway, not on Earth, so it'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm planning on getting the full volume, every volume of this book. I'm planning on buying Trinity War and Forever Evil, because those connect in well to the story being told in the Geoff Johns Justice League comic. They were written by Geoff Johns. I'm also planning on getting Phantom Stranger, Trinity of Sin Pandora, Trinity of Sin, Etrigan the Demon, Action Comics, and maybe some of Scott Snyder's Batman run. That's the League of America too, if that fits into this somehow. Oh, and also, this book takes place, I'm guessing, 5 years after the whole stuff that happened in Volume 1. That's what I'm saying. And anyway, Peacemaker and Justice League, or should I say Justice League and Peacemaker, these are actually pretty good comics. If you want to read some of the classic stories and don't want to go for the whole those big omnibus-like books these are producing, I recommend this. The Complete Peacemaker. The Peacemaker. Collector's Edition, yada yada. Yeah. It may not have any connection to DC Universe, but that's because the stories right here are before DC bought Charlton. And if you want to start reading Justice League, I recommend the New 52 Geoff Johnson series. Right now, there are like these big omnibus-like books. They're not omnibuses, they're collector's editions that go up to 200 pages. So that's something. And yeah, those are my recommendations. They're on review, up top, they're good, thumbs up. And could you please like the video, maybe comment, it helps me a lot. And Thursday was my birthday, so I would like would consider you commenting, liking, maybe even subscribing as early birthday, as well, not early, late birthday presents. Yeah. Well, anyway, Jebulus Prime out.